That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Too fast. Maybe even too furious. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because we're visiting a fan favorite. Well, certainly a favorite of mine. Maybe the fans hate it. I don't know. I'm going to call it Skelrats. A combination of skeletons and rats overseeing this disgusting mix of gnawing bones is going to be none other than Sephiroth. This is a rotation-proof, mono-black aggro sacrifice that really puts a lot of damage down quickly. I mean, we went on a heck of a run with this. You're going to want to stick around and see it. Before we get down to that, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you, you're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously attack you and maul you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for our live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch and on YouTube. Both of those places you'll be able to see us and go live. Watch any new videos that come up, hit the bell, be notified, check out our Discord community for our latest news, information, post your decks, post memes, ask questions. It's all right there on our Discord, even the EOE spoilers. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are going to be available down below on my Aether Hub. So, if you want a copy, go right down there to the description. So, what are we talking about when we talk about skeletons and rats? Well, in the new set coming up, we're not really getting any rats, but we are getting skeleton support. In the Osteoharmonics, what is his name? There's a really cool card coming out with more skeleton support, which I'm excited for. So I don't think skeletons are going anywhere for a while, so I think that this rotation-proof deck is worth investing in. So first things first, we're going to start with our lower end here, starting with just the theme right here, rats, skeletons. Forsaken Miner is a really good card. It looks awesome because he's a flaming skull guy. 1 black and 2/2. This creature cannot block, and whenever you commit a crime, meaning that if you target any of your opponent with anything, you may pay black. If you do, you return the card from your graveyard to the battlefield. This is really good because it goes in a loop with Sephiroth. Sephiroth sacrifices him, targets your opponent and lose 1 life, and you can immediately play 1 black to bring him back. And then you could attack with Sephiroth, sacrifice him again, and immediately play another black to bring him back again. So you kind of have an infinite, oh, not infinite, but a very satisfying loop between Forsaken Miner and Sephiroth right there. It additionally is a skeleton that constantly comes back. If you're ever targeting your opponent, it's always there for you to just keep pushing down range, and a great 1-drop. We're also going to go with Nezumi Linebreaker, a lovely rat warlock right here. 1 black, a 1/1. Whenever it dies, you get a red mercenary token. I really like that when we sacrifice it, we get another token out of it. It's a lot easier to combine that way. Again, feed it to Sephiroth. Use it as a blocker, get another 1 back. We want kind of sacrifice plays for that. The mercenary actually gets a +1. You can add a +1 bonus to that, and I really like adding that +1 to our menace creatures when we get them. So this is another great sacrifice fodder early play to keep them on the edge, and it of course goes with the rat theme as we do. Which is going to be useful to combine with Lord Skitter. Stab is going to be the new removal. We don't have cut down anymore, guys. You're going to have to get used to playing without cut down. I'm going with 3 stabs, 1 black instant, -2 until the end of turn. Solid card to get rid of aggro. If they're really coming at you really quickly with aggro, stab will slow them down. I've also done the trick of, you swing in with Forsaken Miner, they say, well, I'll chump block too. You hit stab on their guy, and that'll take down a 4-drop. So it is a bit sneaky. It's probably, in my opinion, what is going to be the, for the black 1-drop removal that we don't have cut down with, this is kind of going to be your friend for that one. For other removal, I'm going to go with 3 Bitter Triumphs, and we're going to go with 3 Strategic Betrayals. Bitter Triumph, of course, is one of my favorites. We're losing Go for the Throat. You got to watch out, guys. Go for the Throat's going to be no good anymore in a matter of weeks, matter of days, really. We can lose 3 life. We are gaining life with this. Not that much life, but we do enough that I'm not too worried about the 3. I don't mind discarding either an extra mana, or we can even pitch a Forsaken Miner, because this also goes in a loop. Because we throw away Forsaken Miner as part of the casting of the spell. It goes in the graveyard on the stack, and then we commit a crime, we can immediately cast it right back. So you actually have another very satisfying loop with Forsaken Miner and Bitter Triumph right there. So very good removal card. We're also going to go with Strategic Betrayal. We need to get rid of graveyards. Reanimator is everywhere. Forcing someone to exile and then exile their whole graveyard is just a solid play overall. It's just an amazing, useful card, generally speaking, because people are just obsessed with reanimating. Yeah. So keep that one. It's an uncommon worth investing in. So far, we're not really breaking the bank here. I think all of these are common and uncommon. So it's fairly budget conscious for that. Here's our first rare is Case of the Stash Skeleton. 1 black and 1. Whenever this case enters, create a 2/1 black skeleton creature token and you suspect it. What does it mean when you suspect skeletons? It means that it gets menace and can't block. So it is a 2/1 menace creature, skeleton creature. You solve it, meaning that if you have no suspected skeletons, you get to solve it. When you get to solve it, you get a tutor effect. 1 black and 1. You search your library for any card that you want, put it in your hand, and then shuffle. So it's kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. You get that 2/1 menace, which is actually pretty decent for 2-drop. And it's a skeleton. And if they kill it, if they want it to stop attacking, we're going to get the ability to tutor any card in the game. So solid 2-drop right there as it goes. Now, here's the kind of the setup. Here's the 3-drops. Here's where we bring a lot of the heat and a lot of the damage. Corpses of the Lost, a rare that you absolutely should invest in. Again, with Osteomancer coming in, or whatever that card's name from the EOE coming in, it is solid. 1 black and 2 enchantment from Ixalan. Skeletons you control get +1 and have haste. Whenever this enchantment enters, create a 2/2 black skeleton pirate creature token at the beginning of your end step. If you descended this turn, meaning if anything went in your graveyard, if you do, return it to your hand and then you can replay it. So this is going to accelerate your Forsaken Miner and your Stash Skeleton out of the world. It's going to get a +1 and haste to everything. An ideal curve is Forsaken Miner into Stash into Corpse. Very, very good curve right there. Very deadly. A way to put 9 damage down on turn 3. If you're on the play and they're not doing much, they're doing like Reanimator and they haven't done much, putting 9 damage down on that turn is insanely crazy. It's powerful. You get multiple of them, it's pumping up everything right there. So Corpse of the Lost is going to be a huge hit for us right there. I'm also going to go with the Hunted Bone Brute. Now, I kind of got tired of this card, and I didn't play too much of it because of its kind of ostensive downside of making these little adorable little puppy dogs. However, with Sephiroth in the mix, we are actually want the puppy dogs because we want death. We want as much death and killing as we possibly can. 1 black and 2, 6/2 menace. Whenever this creature enters, target opponent creates 2 1/1 white dog creature tokens. Whenever this creature dies, we lose 3 life. Hey, what's up, Shiono? They lose 3 life. So it's very, very cool way to drain life out of somebody and put extra token fodder on the board that potentially goes for blocking fodder that Sephiroth will eat up with life gain and drain right there as well. We can do the disguise, which means we can play it for 3 face down as a 2/2 with ward and surprise people with it. Although if they know what skeleton decks are, they're probably going to be able to guess, and we can flip it up as a 6/2 menace. Again, menace card, hard to block. You have to block with 2 creatures, and we kind of, if it blocks with 2 creatures and then they die, well, guess what? 2 creatures have died from getting hit with this, and this dies, which is the 3rd card to die, and you lose 3 life. That'll trigger Sephiroth basically 3 times. You're almost at 1-winged angel there. You've almost hit Supernova by playing Hunted Bone Brute, putting those dogs down, and then swinging in and making the dogs block. You've put somebody in kind of an impossible situation. You've said you've got to block or take a huge amount of damage, and even if you do, you're going to lose a shitload of life and possibly flip Sephiroth. So you're putting a lot of aggressive pressure down, especially with Corpses of the Lost, and it swings in immediately as a 7/2 menace. Very, very aggressive, very dangerous card to put and combine that with everything else that you're doing. Of course, we can't get enough rats right here. Lord Skidder, the Sewer King. I think he's gonna he's kind of a good buddy of Sephiroth, to be honest, man. Lord Skitter Sewer King is a rat noble, 1 black and 2. The reason we like him so much is whenever another rat you control enters, exile 1 target card from an opponent's graveyard. You could even get less strategic betrayals if you're running a lot of Lord Skitters, because, man, I'm tired of those Reanimator decks. I know you've been getting hit with Reanimator, Dinosaur, and all that stuff. Anytime you put a rat in, you eat up cards from the graveyard, which combines nicely with Nezumi Linebreaker. And Lord Skitter is going to put, at the beginning of combat on your turn, create a 1/1 black rat creature token that cannot block. This is something that can go to Sephiroth every single turn. He can crack a rat open for the sweet juices inside. He can get that negative, he can get that 1 gain and drain and draw an extra card every single time. He will always have a fodder token to sacrifice when you combine him with Lord Skitter. Which is really, really cool there. Or you can just build a wide board and keep pushing pressure. So you have kind of the rat sacrifice aspect, you have kind of the token generation aspect, and then you have the skeleton aggro aspect kind of all slowly synergizing together and making this very, very smooth combo. Of course, the last one, the man of the hour, probably my favorite card from a Final Fantasy, Sephiroth, Fabled Soldier, 1 black and 2, 3/3 human avatar soldier, legendary creature. Whenever Sephiroth attacks or enters, you may sacrifice another creature. Part of the reason that we want all of this fodder to go off, we want a lot of things. Whenever another creature dies, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. If it's the 4th time, guess what? We get to go Supernova. Oh, also that first sacrifice, when it enters or attacks, you get to draw a card off of it. Really, really good stuff to keep the cards flowing into your hand. So we're going to go 4 Sephiroths on there. Supernova, we get the 1 Winged Angel, which is an Angel Nightmare Avatar. Flying, 5/5 flying. Supernova, we get a token. Not a token, we get an emblem, which is outside of the game. Whenever any creature dies, target opponent loses 1 life, and we gain 1 life. And whenever attacks, you may sacrifice any number of creatures, and you draw that many cards. If you filled up your full board and you attack with Sephiroth, you can, every single rat and skeleton can be sucked in, draw that many cards, and lose that much life, which is insanely powerful, especially if you have regular Sephiroth and 1 Winged Angel and your emblem. You'll just gain and drain them out right there. But frankly, with the aggression of the skeletons, you'll probably win way before that. So a fun modified rat skeleton combo. I know I did a Skelly Sephiroth before, but I kind of liked bringing in the Rat King stuff on this as well. We're going to throw in, even though I didn't play with it, one Midgar City of Mako is fine for more additional card draw and sacrifice. I wouldn't mind throwing in a Cavern of Souls. You're only ever going to be casting a human, a skeleton, or a rat. So it's pretty narrow board right here of what you have. That's a human, that's a skeleton, that's a rat. That's the only 3 things that you are. So you could do Cavern of Souls pretty effectively as it goes. We look at the stats right here. It is not alchemy. It is standard ranked. It is rotation proof. Everything that you're going to craft right here, you're going to be fine with. 19 creatures. Again, human, rat, or skeleton. Everything else is a different thing. That is what we're looking at. 6th instance, 3 sorceries, 8 enchantments, 24 lands altogether in a 2.1. Could you be brave enough to shave off a land? I did not, and I had a fine time with 24 lands. I needed that. I needed to make sure that I always hit land 4, land 3, and land 4 consistently. So, hey, if you want to reduce it and throw something else in, you could. It's a little bit risky. 24 lands seem to work just fine for me right there. As far as the sideboard is concerned, more sacrifice fodder for Sephiroth is not bad. Bloodghast or Infestation Sage, those are both good options. Nowhere to run to bust through Ward. Another good option is reassembling, because you can sacrifice it and then return it to the battlefield tapped for a little bit of extra mana. Not bad. We do have Death Baron, which will enhance all of the properties of your skeletons and zombies, but I didn't think it was that good. It can be good if there's somebody's playing like big creatures and you need that death touch and that extra punch. Withering Torment, of course, to crack enchantments open and lose 2 life, could be essential to get rid of those very tiresome enchantments. And hey, we even got an extra rat from the Final Fantasy set. If you want to throw that in there for fun, the rat slashing, I know fighting rats in a fantasy game is like always the first level you go in and you fight rats, you rat slash. 1 black and 1, 2/2. You get an Undercity Dire Rat from Final Fantasy VII, and you get a rat tail. Whenever it dies, you get your treasure, which is a rat tail Of course, you can sell that for gold at the store, or gil rather, because that's what Final Fantasy uses, and get a treasure. So yeah, Undercity Dire Rat's not a terrible idea in case you feel like you want to cut mana and go the treasure route and risk it. Hey, why not? Use a new card in it right there as we go. So that is what we're going to be looking at right there. Rats, the combination. Very anti-meta, very anti-reanimator because I'm tired of it, and very aggressive. No card over 4 drops right there, as you can see. Let's get into the game. Let's start ranking up again here. Let's push it. Standard ranked. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Here we go. It's to the point of just nobody clicks on them anymore because it's like, oh, I cheated something out. It's like, and no knock against your deck. It's probably a really good deck. It's just my viewing audience. Anytime I put up a reanimator, they're like, okay, that's fine. You know, they're aware. They get the gimmick already, you know. Hey, what's up, Zabrits? Hope you're alright. Leyline of the Void. Boom. Surveil. Wow. We get like a hard countered every game, huh? We get hard fucking countered every game. It's amazing. Boom. Okay, let's do this. It's just that Reanimator's kind of old news. That's all. I don't want to knock it. Reanimator's just like, okay, yeah, you use Zombify. I get it. Well, it won't appear. It'll just appear on the screen. It won't appear in the video, Zabrits. That's kind of the thing with it is, oh, so we don't have it. We have a heart. He has Leyline of the Void, so none of our triggers are gonna go off. Again, we're getting hard countered on every deck that we put down. 2 Leylines in a row. Try to take your mind off it, Zabrits. Maybe don't bring it into here just to have a safe place to think about something else, as opposed to, not that you're not allowed to, you're perfectly welcome to, but as my advice, maybe just separate a little bit so you have some distinction. That would be my 2 cents. Incubate 3. Boom. No. Listen, you do what you got to do, man. There's nothing much that we can do for you except provide, tell you we're sorry. But that's as much as we can do. All the rest is silence. You're not doing nothing wrong. Sacrifice. Oof. Oof. Phyrexian Sensor, that's fine. Let's do this. Can't cast more than one non-Phyrexian spell a turn. Okay. best advice I can give you is, man, is try to find a grief support group. It does help a lot. As somebody who runs a lot of support groups, you need to talk to people. You need to be around people. It can be a very isolating experience. So don't feel bad about that. Get out there. Don't be alone. You're more than welcome in here. I don't I don't necessarily want to turn chat into a grief support group, but you're more than welcome to come by, man. We're happy to have you here regardless. But yeah, reach out, man. Find somewhere to go. Talk to somebody. Perfectly fine. Do this. Oof. Okay. Comes in tapped. Let's do that. Pump you. Let's do this. Oof. Boom. Stab. Commit a crime. Thank you for following my day gone bad with Mill. Can't get that Phyrexian sensor out. Oh, that'll take care of it. Boof, boof, boof. Rest in Peace doesn't rotate. Rest in Peace is out of fucking, whatchamacallit. I think we're gonna supernova here, guys. I do think we're gonna supernova. Yeah, we're gonna absolutely fucking supernova. Oh, well, he's not alive to supernova, so. We drew 7 mana off the top. That's pretty good. At 29 life, there's Phyrexian Sensor. 8 mana off the top. Wonderful. Absolutely amazing. Absolute cinema there. You're going in. Absolute fucking cinema. Eight fucking mana off the top, guys. Out of 14 cards, we drew 8. I had to win this fucking game with 6 cards in my hand, man. And that it doesn't look like that's happening. I'm sorry to ask, but what is UW short for? Universes Within. Oh, I'm sorry, blue-white in that regard. In that specific circumstance, it means blue-white. And you're abbreviating colors. B is black, blue is U. W is white, R is red, G is green. Vindicussy. Skellington. Okay, interesting. No attacks. Put that down. Get rid of you. No attacks. And turn. I remember that. That was a weird game. And he's out of there. Okay. They had a lot of Magic games that they abandoned, by the way. We had the Magic Arena, Ryan, this is true. It does fucking it does fucking rely on boredom of just basically doing nothing for 20 minutes. Lightning. He mulliganed twice, which means if he mulligans a third time, he's going to angry scoop. I bet you he's doing Jund Reanimator. I bet you he's doing Jund Reanimator. Oh, look, Fran and Balthazar. No, he's doing Uni Reanimator. Yep. If I get a mana next turn, I'll be in business. I'll be in business if I get a mana next turn. If I don't, I'm in bad shape. Oh, I do get that though. I do get to stop the fucking... I do get to eat up the whole graveyard. For funsies. There's my... Yeah, he's not happy about that. Human. He'll put down Yuna. I think we just put the pain on him here. Finality got him. Finality got him. You gotta hit him with the finality. What's up, Marcus? How you doing? How much time do we have before rotation? Less than you think. There is a grand total of, counting today being the 18th, there's a grand total of 11 days until rotation, Toman. 11 days until we rotate. Until we get rotated. Get rotated, idiot. Boom. Hey, what's up, Oni-san? Let's do this. Stash Skeleton. Spell Pierce? No. Okay. So we'll go in. We'll do Hunted Bone Brute into Sephiroth. 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 Ba-da boo 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 boo. Ba-na banana banana ba-da-da. Sephiroth. Let's go in with this. Let's try to bait out the removal, and then we're going to put down the Bone Brute. Like the bone broth that it is. Boom, he makes the puppies. What's he going to do? We'll try Stash Skeleton here. I'm a little worried about his exile or his board wipe. We'll go in with you. Get rotated, idiot. Boom. Union of the Third Path. Not every shit deck has Union of the Third Path, but every deck with Union of the Third Path is a shit deck. Thus spake Zarathustra. 7. There we go. Two more likes until 40. Can we do it? Doomsday Clock initiated. Yeah, don't craft cards that are going to rotate, by the way. Don't do it. Don't you dare do it. Who's going to be the hero? Who's going to be the like hero? And push it. Don't hurt the puppies. I try my best, man. I don't know why they had to make them the most adorable little fucking golden retriever puppies. They're clearly like bloodhound attack dogs in that picture, but in the off picture, they're like the most gentle little fucking little puppies in the world. And this one, they're like, and then they're just like, oh, I'm such a small bean. Probably going for 2 here. I can take 2. That's fine. I can take 2. Oof. Chocobo. Landfall. Going in. Big hit. Let's do that. He loses 3 life if he bounces that. There's a Saz's Chocobo again. Alright, we're gonna do Sephiroth into Forsaken Miner loop here. It'll give us a little life back. Put that down. He's gotta leave 2 blockers out. He could have another creature out. Awaken the Woods. Very nice. Boom. Let's push it. If he doesn't have a fight card, I think he's cooked here. I think he's known as El Cookdo. Unless he has an Awaken the Woods, then he's fine. Boom, boom, 10. He has 14 damage he can do. It's gonna be a close one, guys. It's gonna be a real fucking close one. Or he could just have a fight card and he's savoring it. Nope, he's gotten Awake in the Woods. As expected. As expected. He's got to attack now. Of course he had the fucking Awake in the Woods. He's gonna go in. Boom. Boom. That's gonna be that. We're gonna push this down. Boom. Next. And turn. Ugin, Eye of the Storm. He can fucking exile it, right? He gets to gain 3 life, which means, and draw a card, which means that even if he fucking kills this thing, it's gonna not do enough to damage me. It's not gonna be do enough to kill him. He had literally the most perfect line that he could have possibly had. He would have died otherwise if this flipped. He would have had two life left. He would have just immediately died. Which is genuinely impressive right there. Genuinely fucking impressive right there. I have no way to deal 2 damage to him off the rip. So he just had the absolute most perfect fucking line with the second Awake in the Woods and a Ugin to go for it. Amazing. Amazing stuff. He couldn't target it. He couldn't target it. But he does lose 3 life here. I have no way of getting rid of that, the rest of that life. He can just get rid of the blockers, whatever blocker he wants. He could just get rid of the blocker. Because he can just search, pump. Absolutely incredible. Gain 3 life and draw a card right there. Absolutely fucking incredible line he had here. Just fucking 100% magnificent. Just the luckiest fucking line. He'd drawn a mana there, he'd have been fucked if he never got Ugin. But that's it. Ugin literally saved his life. Awake in the Woods again for 1 million fucking hits. Whoop, 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 whoop. We're done here. Perfect line. Perfect fucking line for Ops. Absolutely flawless fucking line for Ops. He could not have gotten a better fucking horseshoe up his ass situation. Just could not have gone a smoother fucking hit. Could not have fucking happened. Hey, what's up, Shinigami? How you doing? Ops goes first, and I'm a little slow, but I'll take it. Forsaken Miner. I'm a little faster now. I mean, it's raw luck, man. That's, you know, it happens. Let's do this. Looks like he's doing Abzan. Probably doing. He's probably doing that lady. What's her name? Abzan generally is. Oh, yeah. He's doing the lady. He's doing that. He's playing Find the Lady here. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna push in. He's gonna drop Yuna right now. No, he doesn't have Yuna right now. He doesn't have Yuna yet. What's he gonna put? A mill card? Ancient Cornucopia. Bitter Triumph that. Okay. We're gonna do Sephiroth. Boom. Case of the Stash, go off. Decline, we'll keep Corpse of the Lost out. Dragon back attack. We're gonna do you. We're gonna do you. Awaken the Undead. Destroy target non-land permanent. The aggro. We're gonna do this. We're gonna hold steady. Mill 3 cards. Boof, boof, boof. Do that. Create a dragon. My turn. Tune that face up. Out of there. Out of there. Okay, nice. Good run there. I thought he was going one way. He thought he was going to zig with it. He zagged with it. He thought he was going to zig. He zagged. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good show. Jolly good show. Oof. I go first with a lot of Nizumis. Why not? Mulligan. Did he mulligan? Yeah, he did. Oh, Nizumi Line Breaker. Hello. Hey, how you doing, Michael Hunter? Let's do this. And let's do this. Let's do no attacks. We got all of our Nizumis down. It's rabbits. Wish he was taller. Wish he was a baller. Rabbit in a hat. Let's see if he pumps. Let's make sure he's fucking dead. I don't give a shit if you pump. Pump it, man. There you go. Put that down. Why don't we eat you up? Good. I don't know how long we can keep the rabbit suppressed. We're going to keep him suppressed for a while. He's probably going to play the double fucking... Oh no, this guy. What's this fucking guy doing? What is that guy doing? Whenever this creature enters, target creature you control gets that. Let's ward this up. Let's pump you. Let's see if you want to trade. Let's put damage on him and see if he wants to trade. No, he doesn't. Okay. Maybe we get a black and we can play 2 removals and keep him real suppressed. Or we can play a removal and flip if we get a land. I'm a little worried about that. You know, it is what it is. He can go in. He's either going to do +1 or put a rabbit down. He'll do +1. First damage I'm taking. Black mana would be perfect. We didn't get it, so we're going to do this. We're going to say pay 3 life. Definitely. We're going to pump you. We're going to push you in. Boom. Okay. Feathers of Flight. Interesting. Draw a card. choice. So let's do this. Let's get rid of him. He's out of there. I don't know what kind of rabbits this was. This was a different surprise rabbits. Surprise rabbits there. Aqua rat. Where's Summer? Summer disappeared after I roasted her nonstop. I feel bad about that now. I hope she didn't leave because I was roasting her so much. But part of the fun is roasting you guys. I hope you know that when I roast you, it's just for fucking... Hey Jay, why not use Death Baron? Mart DevCon 2, because I've used it a whole bunch and it's not that great. The little bit of extra damage that we get can be offset by a lot of other stuff. It's not that fantastico. It's okay. But if you're doing a full undead build, it's, you know, it's more favorable, but for what we're doing, it's like not the number one thing that we need, you know. Okay, this is not bad. We can do Forsaken Miner into Nezumi, which is good. This is, by the way, this is rats, skeletons, and Sephiroth. It's a lot of fucking crazy stuff right here. There's a lot of nonsense going on. There's a lot of fucking... Ooh, we have a removal. Love a removal early on. A little stab action for you. Keep them suppressed. Gotta keep them separated. Hey, hey. Come out and play. Yeah, we'll stab whatever he puts down. Dredger's Insight. Interesting. Can't stab that. Okay, Corpses goes in now. He's going to try to haste me out. He'll gain a life there, but we can put a lot of damage on him currently. Oof. There's the last mana that we needed. So Corpses into Sephiroth, into the Reanimator. We can really push. We can really, really push on him right now because he'll only have a 3 drop down. Maybe that one. Terra Magnifica. So I think we got to do this. Sephiroth. Yeah. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Too fast. Maybe even too furious. Maybe too fast. Maybe too furious. I see it occasionally. There's a few. There's that low level guy that will do hit Reanimator occasionally. Wow, we're 1 viewer away from 100. Thank you so much. I logged into the MagU account, YouTube account. Thank you so much. Ooh, that's actually a good hand if we get some mana out of it. And we're on the play here. Pendergast is coming in. Boom. Boom. Runelurker Bat. Okay, mana is good. We're good on mana. I can survive off 3. 4, really good. 3 is fine. You could do it, man. You could definitely do it. We're gonna put a shitload of pressure on this guy right now. The classic 1, 2, 3. If I draw a fucking mana next turn, he's basically screwed. Essence Channeler. He shouldn't swing. Bro should not swing. If I draw mana right now. Let's do this then. Just that easy, folks. It's just that easy. A little rats, a little skeletons, and a splish splash of Sephiroth, and you've got to where you want to be. You've got exactly where you want to be on it. 7-1 on ladder. Not bad. Let's see if we can close it out. Beautiful hand here. I hope it's a creature heavy because I got a lot of suppression here and I'm on the play. Right. Forsaken Miner. Such a good opener. Man, Forsaken Miner is such a good opener, man. It's a 2/2 for 1 that can't block but has an upside. We do a Forsaken Miner. We do need a mana here. Stab that. I'm not going to let you mana. We can do Hunted Bone Brute. We definitely need a mana. Mana would be fucking humongous play. 42% chance. Could happen. Might not happen. We definitely need a Betrayal. Get rid of you. Get rid of all the shit. Push it. Corpses of the Lost next turn. We gotta have a mana. He doesn't have one. There it is. Boom. Corpses of the Lost for the aggro. Easy. 9 damage. I think he's done. I think he's cooked. Mossberg Pump. That ain't gonna do it, homie. That ain't gonna fucking do it. There you go. Hey, well, thank you for coming, Mochi. How you doing, Voltees? The Voltees Falcon. Caught dead playing that. I could not be caught dead playing that. Oh my goodness. I couldn't do it. Couldn't be me. I go first. I go first. I go first. Boom. Alright, so we go to corpses. Corpses of the Lost. Goodbye, corpses. Hey, what's up, tribe member Human? Let's try you. He'll probably play removal on the initial skeleton, but it's whatever. Yeah, I expect it, but I need to get corpses down. Forsaken Miner. Let's get rid of you. I don't think you should have Unstoppable Slasher, to be honest, bro. I think you should probably just get rid of that shit. It's just not good for you, man. Super slow and grindy. Yeah, that's a lot of these artifact decks, man. They'll grind you down. Drink! The Darkness Crystal. The Darkness Crystal. So let's do Sewer King. Hey, Dominic Atkins, thank you so much. Now we can eat the tokens. Okay. What's he gonna do? Alright. My turn. push that in. You gonna block with it? Hit. Oof. He could fucking big time rush me here. I don't have what it takes to stop a big time rush. Go for the throat. Exiles. Archfiend of the Dross. Holy shit, man. Holy shit. What a fucking god-awful fucking draw there. Lord mercy, bro. What a top deck, man. Sheldred. What a fucking top deck, bro. There's Skellington. What a fucking top deck, man. And look at that. Into another fucking land. Into another fucking land. That's the game telling me to go to sleep. That's the game telling me to go the fuck to sleep. Right there. That's the game saying, Jay, you did good. Take your fucking cool ass to sleep. You're done. That is 100% the game saying you had a beautiful run, man. Let that shit go. And I'm going to listen. I'm going to 100% listen. We will take that. We will take that. That fucking was some of the worst fucking top decking we've had all night. But, all that being said, can you put rats and skeletons together and go fucking crazy with Sephiroth? Yeah, you can. You absolutely can. It's a rotation-proof rat-skeleton combo. For your convenience and for your pleasure. I love it. It is aggressive and it can absolutely grind somebody into dust and demoralize the shit out of them, which is, you know, ideal, you could say. We'll have a good time with it. We're going to leave that one right there. I hope you like it. We'll see you in the next one.